Chapter 11. Kacey. The Dungeon. Today's shaping up to be the boss of all Mondays, and it's only 10 o'clock. My second cup of coffee hasn't touched my jet lag. Accounting refused shipment of 2 snowflake chandeliers, calling them unauthorized, and the interns, who are now off for the holidays, forgot to assemble 200 paper lanterns. So now Lisa and I get to. This day can only get better.
You still haven't told me about the White House.
Lisa finger-combs her silky black bangs into place.
How was it?
I'll fill you in while we work, I say. The caterers locked in for tomorrow?
Yep, confirmed, but they'll be here half an hour before the AI breakfast starts.
That's fine, you're running lead on this anyway. I'll meet with the caterer and try to be back for Jeff's opening remarks. We exit the elevator, each carrying 10 boxes of unassembled lanterns. We must look like Gus from Cinderella, overloaded and one wobble away from disaster. The Skyline room's dark? I say. Score, let's go. I nudge the conference room door open with my back.
Oh shoot, Case, wait.
Lisa warns, but she's too late. A smooth, accented voice cuts through the chatter in the room.
Do you mind?
My stomach drops. Lisa's dark brown eyes widen, and she gives me a sharp, abort the mission head tilt. Men and women in dark suits fill every seat around the large oval table. Every eye in the darkened room lands on us. Of course, as I pivot, the test lantern I'd assembled makes its escape, tumbling over my arms and rolling under a woman's feet. She kicks it back to me with a superior look. At the front of the room, in front of the projection screen, Rhys Ballantyne. What is he doing here? He stands perfectly still, exuding nonchalance, as if he doesn't even recognize me. His eyes travel over my cargo, dart over to Lisa and back to my messenger bag slung across my body, but he avoids meeting my eyes directly. Oh, sorry for the intrusion, everyone, I chirp. Didn't realize this room was taken. Silence runs the meeting for a beat since none of us seems to know what to do or say. Rhys clears his throat.
Do you need help with whatever you've got there?
I straighten, ignoring the box edges digging into my arms, willing him to meet my gaze. When he does, his eyes are arctic. I think I see a flicker of warmth, of recognition, but then his gaze shifts to Lisa holding the door open.
Would you mind terribly closing that on your way out?
He says, his tone clipped. Already on it, I say in a forced sing-song. I lift my chin, nod to Lisa. She picks up the runaway lantern, and we leave with what's left of our pride.
Do you know him?
Lisa says, her words colored with distaste. I guess not, I say. Let's see if the Dominion room's open.
Not the dungeon.
She groans. They fixed the leak, and we'll unscrew some light bulbs if we have to.
Who was that, by the way, and what's his problem?
Rhys Ballantyne, he hates Christmas, I say, knowing this is unfair and ugly of me. He opened up at dinner and shared his wound. The woman he loved left him at the most hopeful time of year. Even though I can't imagine disliking Christmas myself, I understand why he does.
Enough said,
Lisa says. We take the elevator down 8 floors to the least desirable conference room in Quantum San Diego HQ. One ceiling tile is stained brown, and the air conditioning rattles. But the leak has indeed been fixed, and the lights aren't flickering. Yet. I unload the box of lanterns onto the table.
Oh, I forgot. We need to decide what kind of filament we're using for the 3D keys, the ones for your mom's nonprofit.
What are our choices again? I take the pencil out of my hair and start scribbling on the back of my gala layout plans as Lisa rattles off our choices.
PLA, ABS, or PETG, and you need to decide on silk, metallic, glow-in-the-dark, wood, marble, translucent.
Glow-in-the-dark, I say. I love it. Oh, that reminds me. I saw this YouTube video where this guy prints a translucent Christmas tree and then builds an LED light-up core. Battery-operated. Could we do that for the door prizes? I tap the pencil against my lips. Or maybe print some simple jewelry boxes for the door prizes and add lights?
I'll have to ask the 3D people. Oh, I can ask Jeff. He's got a side 3D printing business.
Great, ask him which filament is best too. My watch buzzes with a notification, and I open an email from Piper on my tablet.
Hi, Kacey. Per Mr. Briggs, quick update on the AI strategy breakfast tomorrow. Rhys Ballantyne will now be the primary presenter for the session. Jeff will still participate as co-presenter for Q&A and internal commentary, but Rhys is officially handling the presentation. Let me know if you need any help changing the signage or programs. Piper, Executive Assistant to Leo Briggs. Quantum International.
Nice of them to tell us now.
What is it?
Lisa asks. I forward the email to her. Mr. Scrooge is now the primary presenter for tomorrow's breakfast. Can you handle the changes? Or should I ask Aaron to hop on board? We didn't print programs for this, did we?
No, it's all digital.
She scans the email.
I'll handle it. Is Ballantyne in the email system so I can see if he needs anything special for AV?
I hesitate. Probably. He's been in DC for a month, so I'm sure it's in there. I hadn't thought about this. I'd figured he had a good excuse for not calling or texting me, not having my number. But he could have found my email and asked for it, or messaged under the pretense of asking how the tour he'd missed had gone. Does this mean he wants to forget about Thursday evening at the White House? About the moment in the hotel hallway? It certainly seems like it from the way he treated me like a stranger just now.
Case?
I blink. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Aaron messaged. The linen people are asking if you'll accept salmon instead of the one we ordered.
Salmon? Oh, no. I grumble. We reserved ballet slipper pink ages ago. What are they thinking? Blush or rose will work if they have them.
Done. Are we assembling these lanterns ourselves?
Lisa asks. Will the team have time to help after they stage the AI breakfast?
Probably. You know what? I need to do a walkthrough and AV check anyway. I'll head over and have them meet us in the dungeon when they're finished.
Thanks, Lise. What would I do without you?
Your coffee would always be wrong, and your dad would drive you insane.
So true. She slips out the door. I lift one lantern out of the box and slide the instructions out of the cellophane. 5 lanterns later, a confident knock sounds at the door. There are no windows in this room, so I can only guess who it is. Yes? I call, loud enough to be heard over the rattle of the air conditioning. The door opens slowly. Rhys walks in, face unreadable. My heart races. He may be appealing with his perfectly fitted navy suit, his broody eyes and sharp jawline, but I remind myself that I'm mad at him. My eyes focus back on the metal piece I'm inserting into tiny holes. What do you want? I don't even try to keep the distaste out of my voice.
He
shoves his hands in his pockets. Have some spare time for arts and crafts, do you?
Kacey.
Don't. My eyes snap up to his. Just don't. I rise and rest my fingertips on the table. We spent one day together, which I thought was great, but maybe I was wrong. Then you disappear, and the next day you don't have the decency to show up or even send a courtesy email.
I didn't,
Fine, whatever, but that does not give you the right to act like I don't exist, and I refuse to be treated like my work doesn't matter. Just because I work with ribbons and extension cords, it doesn't make my job irrelevant. His eyes drop to the floor, then meet mine.
I ended the meeting early so I could apologize to you.
He hesitates, like he's not sure whether to stay or bolt again. Part of me hopes he bolts. The other part remembers standing in my hotel room after he left, wishing he'd come back and explain why he left. Or just kiss me. That's nice. You still haven't said sorry, though. I sit back down and struggle with the metal piece. It slips and scratches my hand. Ouch. I growl and bring my hand to my mouth.
Are you all right?
I wave him off.
Right. I apologize for my behavior today. When I saw you, I didn't know exactly what to say, and then my inner cynic took over. Again.
He approaches and holds out his hand.
May I?
I grudgingly give him the pieces of the lantern. What are you doing in San Diego? I grind out, assessing my cut.
I'm here at your father's request, to straighten out operations in the AI development sector. Last-minute assignment as per the CEO.
For how long?
2 weeks. Possibly more.
Rhys easily guides the metal bar into both of the holes. This makes me even angrier. I snatch the completed lantern out of his hand. He suppresses a smile. Can I ask you a question? I say.
Go on, then.
I've been wondering, if my dad hadn't asked you to watch over me, would you still have come sightseeing? He inhales and holds his breath for a beat, presses his lips into a line.
Perhaps I could explain over tea tonight, or a walk.
I press my palms flat against the table. Are you insane? We have a moment where we almost, whatever. Then you run off, disappear the next day, act like you don't know me today, and now you're asking me out? He closes the distance between us and takes my hand, examining my cut. His thumb brushes over it gently. My heart beats wildly. I should pull away, but I sit transfixed as his warm chestnut eyes lift to mine.
Shall I get you a plaster?
I blink. A what?
A bandage.
Oh, no, it's barely bleeding. I take my hand back. The air around us smells like him. Honeyed tea and leather. He nods at the box.
Fancy some help?
I give him a side eye. And now you want to help?
A peace offering. For the total idiot I was back there.
He checks his watch.
I have 10 minutes until I meet with IT.
I laugh once. Help yourself? He sits down with a pile of lanterns.
So, tonight, dinner.
Don't you have a presentation to give tomorrow morning? I ask.
We don't have to stay out late.
I press my lips together. My mind is screaming, yes, say yes. But my pride is telling me to act cool. Fine, but I picked the place, and you're paying.
I accept your terms.
He slides his hand across the table, leaving behind a scrap of paper. I give him a questioning glance.
My number.
He explains. I take the folded piece of paper, surprised it's not a business card, and tuck it in the pocket in my tablet cover. He unwraps a red lantern and puts it together in seconds. His fingers are quick and precise. You're good at this, I say.
Used to build my own computers from spare parts. Takes precision.
Ah, I say. Makes sense. He chuckles. What's funny? I ask.
This room is awful. I might owe you dinner and dessert.
Yeah, it's actually the Dominion room, but everyone calls it the dungeon.
What is that sound?
The vents, I think. I've had maintenance down here so many times, I've given up. Rhys picks up another lantern.
So, what's the theme of the gala?
The Enchanted Realms, I say, from the Nutcracker Ballet.
Interesting. Smart choice. Lots of potential.
It's my favorite. I've always wanted to see it performed at the Royal Opera House. Have you ever been there?
I have, as a matter of fact. My dad's cousin works backstage.
I am totally jealous now. His hands go still and he narrows his gaze at me thoughtfully.
I imagine the daughter of Leo Briggs could go anywhere and do anything she pleased.
I shrug. The timing's never been right. My parents are always busy, and now that I'm full-time at Quantum, I'm busy too. Plus, that's a show you need to see with someone special, don't you think?
Yes. Well.
He stands and surveys the pile of lanterns we've assembled.
My meeting's about to begin. See you tonight?
Tonight, I confirm. He gives a bow and slips out of the room. I've completed 3 more lanterns when Lisa returns with a grin on her face.
So?
My eyes dart around the room in search of her meaning. What?
How was your talk with Scrooge?
My brow furrows. How did you know?
I saw him in the hall when I left and told him where you were. He looked very earnest.
Gosh, I hope he's nothing like the characters in that play.
Yes, ridiculous, but also hilarious, which reminds me, you still haven't picked our next book club read.
I'm working on it. She says like she doesn't believe me.
So what did he want?
To apologize, I say.
Good for him.
Lisa waits a beat, giving me a chance to share more. And I should, but I'm not even sure what's happening between Rhys and me. What would I tell her? After a minute, she nods, knowing I'll talk when I'm ready, then switches to business mode.
Everything's set for the breakfast. I'm meeting Ballantyne downstairs in an hour to run through his requirements. The team will be here in a few minutes to finish these lanterns. You go back to your office and tackle your emails.
I thank her and head to the elevators. I step in and press the button for my floor. As the doors close, I open my tablet cover and slide the folded note from Rhys out. I unfold the slip of paper and stare. In neat handwriting. His name, his number, and underneath,
I owe you this.